We are thrilled to have you with us for an insightful and engaging session. My name is Krishna Priya and I am Associate Course Leader at Uniadina. I'll be the moderator for the session. Once again, welcoming everyone to the EHS Conclave. Welcome everyone to the EHS Conclave, EHS Insights, Best Practices Across Industries. Today, we'll delve into a critical domain of environment, health, and safety management, which plays a pivotal role in safeguarding people, the environment, and the organization assets. Effective EHS practices are essential for ensuring regulatory compliance, enhancing operational efficiency, and promoting a culture of safety and sustainability. It involves implementing safety protocols, managing waste, and fostering a culture among the employees. In essence, EHS is a crucial for achieving sustainable development and creating safer, healthier, and work environment. So in this session, we'll be exploring the key components of environment, health, and safety management. How are the innovative practices that has been followed in different industries? We'll discuss some real-world examples, and we'll highlight on the best practices that have been implemented. So I welcome everyone to once again to our session today. I hope in this session, you will explore the more details about the environment, health, and management, and we will be able to provide you valuable insights that will inspire you to advance your own EHS initiatives and drive continuous improvement in your organization's approach to managing environment and safety culture. Today, we are fortunate to have our experts from the field. We have Ishan. Ishan is a biostatistician with a strong academic background, including masters in biostatics and extensive teaching experience in biostatics and related subjects. He has published 12 journal articles and has been involved in many research activities. I welcome you, Ishan, for the session. We also have Ms. Shazia Noorin Khan. She is the CEO of the Future and Excellence Private. She is a dedicated and accomplished professional with extensive experience in education, entrepreneurship, and community involvement, demonstrating strong leadership and event management skills. Currently serving as a lecturer of Urdu at Punjab College, Bahalpur since 2009. She is passionate about empowering women and fostering social culture. We had other two panelist members also, Mr. Anthony, who was a civil engineer, professional with comprehensive experts in earthworks, roadworks, highways, railways, and drainage systems. He demonstrates a safety-focused and analytical approach to project execution paired with strong problem-solving capabilities. But due to some technical reasons, he is not able to join us today. We do also have another panelist, Dr. M. Javed Khan, who is a health system advisor and consultant, expert in public and private healthcare. He is an advisor specializing in public health and health systems reforms with extensive experience in leading strategic initiatives for healthcare institutions. He has worked in many roles as a chairman of MTI and a medical director at Led Rahman Medical Institutes and also the CEO of FMPA. So because of its bad health, he is also not able to join today. But we have the other two panelist members with us. So I hope this session will be very useful and informative. So let's make the most of these opportunity to learn from one another, ask questions. Panelists, participants can ask questions to the panelists through your chat box and Q&A sessions. So once again, welcoming everyone to this wonderful section. And let's take away some actionable insights that can be applied within our respective organization. So we'll have Mr. Izan starting today. Izan? Do we have Izan here? Izan, we can start with the discussion today. Please unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. I was mute. Hello to everyone. I should start, yeah?
Yes, please. Would you like
Okay.
to start with the first question, or do you like to go ahead with a brief introduction about environment, health, and safety management?
Okay. What are the most critical, question one is, what are the most critical elements of effective environmental health and safety management system? First, I will explain about my major, what is biostatistics. Biostatistics is like data science for somebody, some participant that don't know about my major, but works on public health and medical data. And it requires the data analysis skill and deep knowledge in public health. And its major use data for every parts of science. It's very practical. And about EHS, we use data to analyze them and help EHS. And in this question, we can say that we analyze the real data, the environmental and health, to use as a powerful tool to analyzing and providing some valuable insights to enhance EHS practices, to identify some patterns and trends to help the recognizing and managing environmental and health risks. For instance, by finding some risk in any jobs, we can find the reason of that risk and how to address them. And yeah, I have also experience in research and show that how we use the analyzing data and how address some problems. For example, it's a little different for EHS, but it's very practical study that we use some data for analyzing the injury and death in road accidents. And by this results, we find the dangerous spots in road. And by this, publish this study, we give the information to the government, because most of the time, if you don't have enough data, you cannot address and solve the problems. And most of the time, government don't do anything for people. But when you publish a scientific results, you can push them under pressure or want to solve this problem.
Thank you, Isan.
Okay.
We definitely know how biostatistics has helped us, especially during the COVID time, how the data helped us to track the spreading and how many people got affected. So let's have Shazia here. Shazia, you are on mute. We have Anthony here. Hi, Anthony. Welcome to the webinar. EHS. Anthony, you are also on mute.
Okay, I've released.
With vast experience in civil engineering, you will be able to share more insights about the safety aspects and the important elements.
Okay. I greet you all, my panel members. Sorry for the technical issues. Yes, I'm Anthony Kojosu, a civil engineer from the Ghana Railway. And talking about risks, before construction begins, there are measures that has to be put in place because, humans are important. And with our field as civil engineers, our work is so tedious. So first, what we do is we go to the sites to make sure and put measures on the ground that when construction starts, both our workers and maybe the community, let's say we are constructing a railway or roads that is passing through an urban settlement, we have to make sure that the people that they are around that place are safe. So what we do is first we take risk management to make sure that first our workers are in their PPEs and they are well equipped so that when construction proceeds, everybody will be safe. And also the people around the community, we make sure and put signs, that signs signages around so that maybe we will just alert you that there's a construction going on, so you have to keep off. And we set maybe, let's say if it's a road or railway, we have to make sure that we have created another channel of path where people can use so that we can be comfortably to construct whatever that we need to construct. And in engineering, that's the first priority. You have to think about the people first. You don't have to think about the money that you make out of the construction works. So it's really important in construction when you're about to begin. Health, environmental, and health and safety is a priority to everyone. So we should take this in good faith.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Anthony. Thank you.
you're welcome. Mhm.
Cezia, you're there?
Yes, I am there.
Okay. Please provide some insights about EHS.
Actually, it's a lovely good afternoon. We are discussing a crucial aspect of modern businesses and industry, environmental health and safety, commonly known as EHS. As the CEO of Future Excellence, an educational company focused on growth and development, I would have the privilege of integrated EHS principles into our operations and educational programs. And EHS is not just a regulatory requirement. It's a framework that ensures of activities are sustainable, our employees are healthy, and our workplaces are safe. Actually, I'm just explaining all of my working at my company with my employees and workers and lots of educational point of view. So that's why it's something different about the different industry. HES is a stand for environmental health and safety, and it is comprehensive approaches that organization uses to prevent harm to the environment, ensures the health of their employees, and maintain safety. So environmental, E means environmental, and environmental is very important to all things. So as at Future and Excellence in my company, we have implemented various initiatives such as reducing energy consumption, managing waste responsibilities, and promoting the uses of sustainable resources. Managing, for instance, our office uses energy efficient lighting and equipment. Because if we all are working about them, so that's why we have a very good environment. So we encourage our staff to minimize paper usages by relying on digital documentation. So this is the first step. Health means age. Health is the EHS framework covers both physical and mental well-being in our company, and we places a strong emphasis on preventative health care, offering regular health screenings and access to mental health resources. Moreover, we encourage a work-life balance to reduce stress and enhance overall well-being. And this holistic approach ensures that our employees are not only physically healthy, but also mentally. Because when we ask about EHS, it means we are just overall working about the all nature. So that's why it's very important, physical and mental health. So safety, this means safety, and safety is very creating a work environment where risk of accident and injuries are minimized. So conduct regular safety drills. So we in our company we are doing this. In educational companies just like schools and colleges. So we are just start our regular safety drills. Ensures that all employees are trained in emergency procedures and provide personal protective equipment. PPE means PPE. And where necessary, safety is not just about it's not just about the compliance, it's about cultivating a culture where every employee feel responsible for maintaining a safe workplace. Why ATS is important, why we just talk about it, and why we just conduct about the webinars. So we discussed, surely we discussed about it. The significance of EHN goes beyond more compliance with legal requirements. Here are
Hello, Shazia. I think we lost her.
Can I come in if she's gone off?
Yeah. Please continue, Anthony.
Oh, okay. So here in Ghana, at the railway sector, our priority is environmental health and safety, because you might go to a region that a construction must go place, but you have to put into place that maybe if there's water bodies, maybe there's electricity, you have to make sure to protect those water bodies. And maybe if an electricity line is passing through maybe a place that the construction will go on. All we have to do is to make sure that the people, let's say in our environments, are all safe. So we don't joke with our health, environmental health and safety, because when construction begins, sometimes it costs the people around your surrounding problems. And let's say you are making a project and the people are suffering. That is not wise enough. So always there's supposed to be measures put in place that the people are environmentally friendly. You see, it's maybe it's either you can put into your schedule, maybe let's build a school for them or a library as construction is going on, so that as we are doing our work, the people around will also be benefiting. So in construction, safety is the first key to everyone, and all the participants here. I mean, I know everybody is working in their various companies. Don't never joke with health and safety, because when you leave EHS, that's environmental health and safety, out of the scope, then trust me, people are to die, because anything can happen. Yeah. So I want everybody to, add value to their environmental health and safety. And it's the key to also help the people around. So we shouldn't joke with it. That's a very, very key word in Ghana here. We have admitted and we are using it as a priority anytime we go to a construction site, whether roads, whether the railways, or maybe a housing. Your PPE should be a priority. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm in the office, but I always have my PPE in my bag, because PPE is like it's an environmental friendly. You can even be in a situation where, let's say, if you're in the roads, right, there's traffic. Maybe the traffic light is spoiled and people want to cross, but they can't. But if you have your PPE, the high reflective jacket on you, you can wear and stop the cars to also pathway for others to pass. So we don't have to, joke with our PPs. It's a priority to the railway sector here in Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony, for sharing that important message of having the safety at construction sites, and also highlighting the importance of wearing PPE kit, which is very important, especially for those workers who work in a very accident-prone areas.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
We can move to the next question, question number 2, where because our participants are also asking about what are the EHS practices that has been recently emerged, okay, and how that can be implemented in different sectors. So as Anthony has noted right now, that having a protective PPE is very important.
Yeah, it should be the
Hi, Shazia. Sorry,
okay.
we lost you in between.
Yeah, actually, is some net issues from not my side, but I think so. It's a server problem, so that's why we are stopping. Why not I started? Hello.
Yes, Shazia, you can continue.
Okay. So I'm just telling about what we can start at our company. So we follow a strict approaches to EH management, policy development. Firstly, we start our policy development. So we gather our workers and employees and our students especially. So we have clear documented policy that guide all aspects of our EHN activities. So these policies are regularly reviewed and updated to reflect changes in regulations and best practices. For example, our environmental policies include specific targets for reducing our carbon footprint and managing waste. It's very important. We are just, when we talk about EHS, so ultimately we are just going to all whole surface. So training, and secondly, we are just start our training and education. Continuous education is key to effects EHS management. We conduct regular training session on safety protocols and justly emergency produces and environmental stewardships. And these sessions are tolerated to tailored to the specific needs of different departments, ensuring that everyone understands their role in maintaining EHS standards. So next, when we start our policies, so this next step is monitoring, obviously. So we monitoring and reporting. We have a system to place to monitor our EHS performance. They include tracking, indices, measuring compliance with environmental regulations, and gathering employees' feedback. Regular audits help us identify area for improvement of enhances that we are meeting our EHS objective. Continuous improvement, EHS is not a one-time effort because this is a whole system. You are just doing your goodwill of your company. So the ongoing process based on the findings from our audits and feedback, we continuously refine our EHS practices. This might involve introducing new technologies, updating our policies, or enhancing our training programs. Innovative EHS practices, what is the meaning of that? Innovative plays a critical role in advancing EHS at future excellence. We have embraced several innovative practices. IoT and sensors. We use Internet of Things devices and sensors of the monitor environment conditions in real time. This technology helps us track temperature, humidity, and air quality in our office, ensuring a comfortable and healthy work, ensuring a comfortable and healthy uh, environment in our workplace. So data analysis is very obviously when you start something, so data is very important. So analyzing data from our monitoring system, we can identify pattern and predict potential safety indices, and this proactive approach allow us to take preventive measures before accidents occur. And this is very good for us because when we have the all data on my table and we discuss about the things, so we take positive precautions before any bad thing happens. So we can investigate and resist the um, unring causes. Mobile apps, next is very things is mobile apps. we have developed a mobile app that allows employees to report hazard, near misses, and safety concern instantly. And this app has streamlined our incident reporting process, enable us to respond more quickly and efficiently to potential risk. And this is the way we are just going nowadays, and hopefully we are, inshallah, we are just stand for the good thing. So virtual, what is VR and what is AR? And VR and AR is very important because virtual reality and augmented reality is very important for us, simulated the real world scenarios. So this impressive expressions help employees better understanding the potential risks they may face and how to respond to them. For example, we have developed a VR module that simulates a fire emergency, allowing employees to practice their evacuation procedures in a safe and controlled environment. The challenges and solutions in EHS implementations, when we have a lot of problems and when we are just doing this, because I think so this is not a very obvious practice. The the people, when they start their companies, they are not very good in these ETS, so that's why they are very suffers. But I'm doing this for this the betterment of the our employees. So we change is what is we change. Some of the common issues we have encountered include a resistance to change. The employees are not want to be a change. So this is a factor. This we are suffering for this, especially if they perceive them as burdensome or unnecessary. To address this, we involve employees in the decisions making. So that's why they are just doing this. They are happy and they feel honored uh, because they feel that they are part of the team. So they change their mind. The next resources limitation we have some small and medium-sized enterprises often struggle with the cost and resources required for comprehensive EHS programs. We tackle this challenge by prioritizing the most critical areas and gradually expanded our efforts as resources allow. Maintaining and keep up with the ever-changing regulations can be difficult. We ensure compliance by staying informed about regulatory changes and updating our policies and producing accordingly. We also use compliance management software to break our obligations and deadlines. The role of what is the role of EHS in education? The people think about is not what is happening and why you are doing this. So I think so is very important. EHS in education is also very important and very applicable in because EHS is crucial for ensuring the students. We have a student, staff, and lots of workers. So faculty operate in a safe and healthy environment. At Teacher Excellence, we have integrated EHS into our curriculum. We just started some sort of knowledge and some sort of chapters at our curriculum, teaching students about sustainability and health safety in their future workplaces. So we guide them properly what is EHS, environment, health, and safety, why they are very important in their life. So we start in addition in our curriculum. This not only prepares them to their careers, but also instills in them a sense of responsibility towards the environment and society. In the end of the my whole things we are discussing about this, EHS is a fundamental aspect of our successful organization. By adopting effective EHS practice, we protect our employees, safeguard the crucial things, and environment, and build a sustainable future. Technology, continuous improvement, and a strong safety culture are key to enhancing EHS management. I encourage all of you to consider how you can integrate these practices into your own organization Thank you for the attention. I'm very happy to have you all. And this is end of my side.
Thank you. Thank you, Shasian. Is anybody else sharing the screen?
I
Okay. Thank you, Shazia. Izan, would you like to share some insights about EHS practices that you have seen? Izan?
Yeah. Are you hearing me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Izan, go ahead.
Yes, yeah, okay. About technology, I can say that the modern technologies, including the Internet of Things and data analytics platforms, play a crucial role in enhancing EHS management. For example, a manufacturing facility implemented some sensors to monitor air quality in real time. Biostatistical analysis of the data enabled quick responses to any hazardous changes, ensuring adoption with environmental standards. Because these days, most of the measures is merged together, and we cannot say, for instance, I'm an electronic engineer, I can make a sensor for a company. We should work together, and analyzing data is the most important part of that from my point of view. And because we can analyzing accurately to respond to that problem. For example, in this case, in air quality, we should be very accurately, because in some companies it's very dangerous, and if the workers faced with some gases, it has a unresolved dangerous for them, and the accurately analysis can help them to make some sensor for company, and it's the emerge of technology in the EHS. It's part of that.
Thank you, Ishan. Anthony, would you like to add anything with regard to the best practices?
Yeah. So with regard of what Isan said, I think moving forward, we can use drones. Yeah, if you go to the technology aspect, we can use drones to monitor our health, environmental health and safety. Because imagine there's a road construction or a railway construction, let's say 30 kilometers. You can't be driving around from one point to the other or a teenage to monitor that everybody is doing his specific jobs. But if you use a drone, you fly a drone, you can just stay at one place and monitor whatever activities that is going on. So moving forward in technology, I think we should use the drone as the main master of robotics to monitor our supervision when it comes to environmental health and safety. Thank you.
Yes, as Shazia also pointed out, the use of Internet of Things and sensors are actually now helping environment health and safety management. We could see there are a lot of involvement in technology, especially artificial intelligence, machine learning, tracking, predicting whether a safety issue is going to happen. Like we are taking the data from sensors, fire alarm system, automatic fire alarm system. So those are all technology enabled systems that is being coming up. As Anthony, you have rightly pointed out, robotic systems like automatically watering, fire detecting, and saving people. Okay, so these things of safety and enhancements is developing. And another important aspect Shazia has mentioned regarding the training, how we give EHS training. And in that, augmented reality and virtual reality plays a very important role for giving training. When we are giving a virtual reality of the accidents, Okay, these tools are very important. So we have some questions from our learners also regarding the training. We have Ashraf asking, how do we go about on-site internal training in line to EHS for ongoing process? So would you like to answer that? How do you give an on-site internal training? Anybody? Anthony, Shazia?
You mean internet training, like going online to learn?
On-site training. In the construction sites, how do you give an on-site internal?
Oh, yeah. Before, construction begins, we have an induction where all the workers, like everybody who is involved in the project, we assign you to, there's a particular place or a ground that, we teach, let's say the workers, everybody, how to do things. They are in and out. Like example, going to sites, you have to, one, make sure that you are in your safety wears, your boots, your helmet, because it's a dangerous zone and you need to what? Protect yourself. So we give incitement and we teach the people before they move to the construction site so that there will not be any chaos at the sites. Yeah, so we do, give an intensive construction training, like when you come to my sector, like the railway sector, before you move to site, we make sure that you have all your equipment, your PPEs with you, because your life is important to us. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Shazia, how do you give internal training in the educational sector regarding EHS?
Uh, I also tell you about that when we start this, people think it's a burden item, na? So they haphazard, they are forwarding, they are not attending the our workshop, and there are lots of things they are asking about. We are safe, we are just enough about this, lots of things. So we are just starting the activity. It's just like a what can I do? Uh, जैसे कि हमारा I'll talk in Urdu, okay? Because my English is stuck in that way. Actually, when we start this internal training, we are just giving them a lot of cartoon movies. We plan animated things and we gather them and we just talk about the story. They are very enjoying this and this. And when people happy about the session, uh, then we will give them the life is very important for you. If you just take these precautions with your working places, so they are good for you and your family. So people attract and people listening our thing. So what we are just take a very good planning for the training. When people understand our motives, then they are just go with us. Otherwise, they are not doing.
Thank you, Shazia. Ihsan, we have a question for you from Ode, one of our attendees, is asking what are the data analysis platforms or application that we can use in EHS? If you can answer it, maybe.
Yeah, there is a different platform that we can use, but it depends in which field we want to go ahead. And these days, the Python is the best programming that we can use that in the first and solve the problems and prepare a platform for ourselves, and which is depends to our work, our job. But we can add that in different way. We can use the analyzing data as a platform. For instance, as you mentioned, that we can predict some things, some risks and some events before they occur by using some models, including machine learning, as you mentioned. And in this way, we can say an example about large companies, because stopping the production cycle, even for 1 hour, can result in significant financial losses for them. And sometimes it's $1 million lose only for 1 hour to stop the producing the production and reduce the level of their stock. So it's very important that we use the data, historical data, and perform accurate analysis and predict failures before they occur. And we can use some statistical models to predict the predict the failures. And yeah, we can use different platforms and programming such as Python and R to prepare modeling, and then by emerging by do and collaborated with other engineering, make for instance a sensor for company, for anything programming to predict the failures in companies and something like this.
Thank you, Izan, for answering the question. We have Ebenezer also sharing his insights that in terms of on-site monitoring, we can appoint EHS agents in team to constantly check on team members. So that is one suggestion from Ebenezer. So let's move to this third question of the day. So our question is, so what are the benefits of conducting regular EHS audits and what best practices should be followed during these audits? So whether EHS audits are important or not, and if yes, why should companies go ahead with the EHS audits? So that's a question for today. So Anthony, would you like to discuss about EHS audits?
Yeah, actually, the audit is really important because when construction begins, there are measures being put in place, right? So how will you know that maybe A, B, C has been done? So the audit is really important because you move to sites to make sure or oversee to it that whatever that was reported and the money was being dispersed to tackle it has been what solved it. So this whereby audits come in place for you to go to make sure that every report that was made has been rectified at site. That's the best practice. Thank you.
Shazia, would you like to add anything about the EHS audits?
The audit is very important for the EHS because if we don't take a audit, we don't know the what can we do from our next level, from our going to a betterment of the EHS and betterment of work. And really, when we take audits in our company, so we have a plan, some pro forma of it. So we start just a 3 questions. What is happening? Are you happy from the safety? Are you happy from the environment? So asking, telling about the all. So hopefully this is our
I think we
So- yeah, auditing is very important. I think so. This if we take it, we are going to the better environment.
Yeah, definitely, Shazia. Auditing is very important because we can know what are the weak pointers and we can know what are the opportunities for us. We can know how much currently our practices are following in or not. Izan, would you like to add anything on the EHS audits and how?
Yeah, it's this is, as the other mentioned, is very important. And as I mentioned in my previous sentence, it's very important to find some failures before they occur. And by this way, we can manage some guideline for companies and workers to follow some standards and check them frequently. And by this way, we can keep them safe. It's very important.
Yes. Different audit methods, energy audits, everything is followed in companies nowadays, which are done on a regular basis, which helps them, the company also, as well as for the environment and for their safety as well. So we have another question from one of our learner. That is 1 minute. I'll just take up the questions. Anthony, maybe you will be able to answer this. Ashraf is asking, we are into construction and we are working in a very small space and on a very big structure, but we are finding it challenging to spot an assembly point, emergency exit, and other necessary safety points. So in this regard, what would you like to share from your experience?
Okay, so he said that, well, you are working in a small space. So working in a small space means you need to cut workers. Let's say if it's a small space, right? And 100 workers cannot go and work. You should cut it to, let's say, 40, because with 40, everybody can work on his environment. But putting like large workers in a small space can cause accidents because you can't move around. So what I would advise him to do is, when they are 100, you need to cut it to, let's say, 40, because in this way, everybody can move around, and make sure that there are
Nice.
measures being put in place as well. I hope I've answered his question.
Thank you, Anthony. Yes, of course, confined workspace accidents are very prevalent. And we have heard a lot of cases of confined workspace accidents and injuries happening. Right, Anthony? Especially in industry, factories, where there can be a possibility.
Because imagine, let's say in a small space, and you put a whole lot of workers there, and there's an emergency. Come on, people will die because it will be difficult for them to exit the place. That's why I'm using the numbers. Like when it's 100, cut to 40, and make sure that there are safety measures being put to place, so that in case of anything, when you see it, there's a reading that maybe exit through this angle, exit through this angle. That's the best construction works that one has to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. There is another question from Fetus who's asking, what are the new international EHS laws and regulations that are being implemented in best EHS practices? So any insights on the international laws and regulations you can share?
I can add about your question about the small and large places that you mentioned, and I call that challenges in data, because a common challenge in this field is the integration of data from various sources. And biostatistics can help to address these challenges and facilitate optimal resources allocation. For example, in the oil and gas industry, integration data from offshore and onshore operation make challenges. By using a statistical model, the company optimized resources allocation and improved incident response times. Because, as you know, we should act differently in different areas, because time is very important to address the incident in these industry.
Thank you, son, for answering that question. So let's go to another. Okay, we have Sanjay question. Sanjay Rana. His question is, I am working from an electrical industry. Principal building contractors are not willing to follow safety management law plan, endangering subcontractors. How do you deal with this? So in an electrical industry also, the safety is very important. To have a safety management plan and implementing it is very important. So Sanjay, I would request you to have a plan and follow it accordingly. Any suggestions from the panelists? Shazia or Anthony?
And I kind of the question come again. I'm not really clear.
Would you like
Can you?
Would you like me to repeat again? Okay.
Yes, I would
Sanjay
like
is
to.
asking, he is working for an electrical industry. Principal building contractors are not willing to follow safety management plan, endangering subcontractors. So how to deal with such situations?
Okay, is that you take the answer?
As an entrepreneur, how would you, as a CEO, how do you approach?
By hook and crook. Otherwise, they are not able to. They are not able to do that because they are securing their money and they are not willing to safety for their work. So I think so is laws is very important. Government is very important. So should be this is a part of government. It's not a basically is not a part of other workers and other people. So government should take up and all the company is very important.
Thank you, Shazia. We'll go for our next question. We can have our next question coming up. Question number 4. So it mainly deals with how industries measure the effectiveness of their EHS program and continuously improve them. So question number 4 is, how can industries measure the effectiveness of their current EHS programs and continuously improve them?
Can I come in? With that question, what every industry have to do is you have to be monitoring your EHS. Like let's say before let's say at the construction site, before work begins, what one must do is make sure that all workers, anybody involved in the construction work, you have to make sure their PPEs are okay. And even health and environmental health and safety does not end only at the construction site. After the work and operations begins, you need to as well adapt. That's why I was using this word that you must see environmental health and safety. Like let's say example, the water that you drink or the food that you eat each day and every day. As you move from your home, or even if you are in the house, you have to make sure that environmental health and safety is put into place. Because if you don't do that, example, maybe going to your washroom, there's a spillage of water, you can easily slip and fall. And people have died through these petty things. So it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that you have to be at a construction site or you have to be at a working space, but also your homes. Even if you get out of your homes and you are driving, you are walking, you make sure that you put your environmental health and safety at work. So if we do this, and even in our company, before work begins, we make sure that everything is being put in place. Trust me, everybody will be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah.
Zia, Zan.
Yes. Actually, the question is very simple and very defined. practically in our company, I'm just talking about my educational company because I am just practicing there. So we just we are just plan out the firstly audit. Practically, we are taking about the things where we are lacking and where our workers and our students are lacking. So we conduct it and we plan a whole scenario with the good new technology. We have the planned on our some gadgets and we are applying on that. So that's why my EHS plan is very good in my company. So it's important this if you have any platform, so EHS is all involved, not basically in companies, so or not in educational, not in a there is a whole life. So that's why we all are responsible for. So I'm basically the person how my year in our industries and something. So that's we are just uh, planning effective planning and then our procedures. This make is senses and our EHS is very good.
Thank you. Zan, would you like to add anything?
Yeah, exactly. From my point of view, it's two ways to measure the effectiveness of our industry, inside and outside. We can look at our industry. Is it improved? Have it improved in some past years or not? If we improved, we should follow that way. And also we can look at outside, compare our industry, our company with other companies. And these days, there are many scientific articles and guidelines. We can measure our improvement and our way with them. And for improvement and continuous that improvement, we should use the up-to-date guidelines. And based on that, we can continue our improvement.
Yeah, this is a continue process.
Yes.
We are not stop our.
Yeah, it is a continuous process and we have to be continuously monitoring it also and upgrading each time when we do it. So we
Exactly.
have a question from Khalik who's asking, how do we protect employees from environment hazards? What are the initiatives that you have taken, Shazia, for your employees with regard to their safety?
Yeah, I am very strict administrator. I'm just gathered and I tell them basically the question is very practical and I don't give you an example you can't understand. So I gather my workers and just tell them I love you and I'll make sure your safety. If you share with me if you want to be a happy life, so that's to do all precautions we give. So that's they are very well understand it and we are just going to a very good environment. And so EHS in my institute, I wish the school is open, but nowadays we are vacations. Otherwise, I give you some pictures of my school. So we are just collaborating. We are working on the collaboration. So the first thing is waste management, na? Environment, safety, health, and lots of. So in education, we have a waste management. So we plan out 4 boxes in our school environment, and there is paper waste. This is whole plastic waste. This is blah 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 blah. So 4 different wastes are collecting, and we are we are just cycling, recycling this. So actually, I'm just focus on my workers' health with the help of. I'm not opposed them. I'm just I give them the self-understanding. So that's why we are collaboration with EHS.
That's really good.
I-
Nice.
I can add something to this question.
Yes.
From my point of view, the employees themselves is the most important key. If we improve the culture of safety among them and show some scientific results based on scientific data and show its results of something, some incident, if you don't follow this guideline. And
Yes.
if we show the result of scientific results here, they will be follow some guideline and they will be always in a safe way.
Yeah.
Anthony,
So,
would you like to add? Yeah. Yes.
yes. So, in a nutshell, environmental health and safety is key to everything. Because, example, if like you are a project manager or a site engineer monitoring workers working on site, and you don't keep an eye open on these, you can see they can be killed. Accidents can easily happen. And you know, at the construction site, there are equipment moving, both earthworks, heavy duty equipment. And if you are a project manager at site and you don't really pay attention, then come on, at the end of the day or at the end of the project, if you calculate the casualties that have been injured on site, I would say that you are not a good supervisor or a good project manager. So environmental health and safety is something that me coming from a construction site, I would say it should be a priority. And not only construction site, but every industry, if it's whatever industry, we have to make sure that our health and safety is the goal first. Thank you.
Exactly, Anthony. And one of our attendees, Ebenezer, has also shared that reduced incidents of injuries and related health issues among the employees are also a measure of how effective our EHS system is. That's one insight that has been shared from Ebenezer. So regarding the waste management, Anthony, I would like to ask. So these construction wastes are considered as a very toxic and hazardous. So what are the initiatives that being taken in the construction sites?
I think your question can you come again?
I was talking about, Shazia was mentioning the waste management at their schools. So what are the initiatives that is taken in the construction industry for the waste?
Yeah, so what is taken is you know, as I'm always hitting on beginning of every project, you know, you have to have in mind first is the health and safety, because you know, in construction there are major risks that happens at site. So what we always do is to make sure that, let's say, one, you have your PPEs, and PPE start from your vest, your safety boots, because you know, with the safety boots, example, you can go and wear let's say a sports train, yeah, like yeah, which if any object falls on you, you'll be injured. So we have to make sure that you know the boots you are wearing is construction friendly in terms of safety. So we have to put all these measures into place. But it shouldn't be only even in a construction site, like our various workstations. You get it. Like example, if someone is coming to mop the floor, there should be a warning sign that it's a slippery ground, don't pass here, take the other side. So all these measures is the measures that we need to work with it. That's why when you are about to drive, safety sake, they said wear your seat belt before what you move. Maybe you get to a road area, they say 30 kilometers per hour. That means you can't go exceed to 60, but it's 30. Always safety. So we must be safety minded in everything that we do. Yeah, thank you.
Izan, would you like to share any insights on that? safety?
No, I don't have any
So Abdul
opinion
Rahman,
about this question.
yeah, Abdul Rahman Osman is also asking about the strategies that are in place to ensure occupational hazards. That's what we were talking about, mainly focusing on the environmental hazards and occupational hazards. So what strategies can be put in place to ensure staff safe on occupational hazards? We often hear about many occupational hazards happening at offices, industries, factories, construction sites. So what are the strategies that could be adopted? That is Abdul Rahman is asking.
Okay, first, the strategy, as I'm saying, is we have to put like warning signs around. Yeah, we
Yes.
have to put everywhere there should be a warning sign to prompt the one reading that maybe this area they are going is a go-on area and anything can happen. So when signs are being put into correct measuring places, I mean, everybody will be safe. That's what I have to say.
Thank you, Anthony, for that answer. Izan or Shazia, would you like to share anything about it? Occupational hazards?
No, Anthony is looking very good.
Thank you.
The answer is very comprehensive, so that's why I don't think so. We take lots of gossip about this question.
Even at the
Yeah.
schools, we have some many safety boards, restrictions for children not
Yeah.
running here and there.
Actually, education in action, we take a lot of steps over there, and firstly we train the students. Actually, our simple life we don't bother about that. But I'll tell you, previously I'll add the all EHS in my curriculum. When students learn about that and we exercise about the EHS exercise. So the whole thing started now. Then my students, my workers, and my other people trained about this, and we don't have any extra threats from the haphazard and some. The students know we have a drills about in Bahawal. We don't have any some, but raining is obviously raining. I love, but raining is not a very bad thing in Bahawal. But we don't have any extra earth-shaking, earthquakes, वगैरह. So, but we make a show. Drills is very important. So in a month we have plan our drill. So that's why in every industry, the administration and management make a drill about the all precautions about. I think.
We have Akhtar Ali Khan also supporting with the answers, saying that signage and training make the environment of safety culture. And there's Leroy also stating that there must be awareness creation on the impact of occupational hazards. We have to make our employees trained and aware of the impacts. So that is one important statement provided from Leroy. Thank you.
So about the the environmental health and safety, I wouldn't say it should be like only a construction site, but we should put it in we should use it as our daily menu that we are reading, because both our homes, our workplaces should be a key aspect. Even if you get up from the house, you have to put in your mind that, hey, I have to watch myself well. That's why you need to even pay attention to the traffic lights when you are crossing the streets or when you are driving. When red shows, you have to stop. When green shows, you have to move. So environmental health and safety is a daily life. We shouldn't be in an office or being at a construction site before we use this principle. This principle should be with us wherever that we go. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. As rightly pointed out, training and awareness from the childhood and to the employees also is very important when they are working in different projects. We have one question from Bulli Fofana asking about the innovative technology approaches that are being used in reducing air pollution. So we know that nowadays we have many smoke detectors which can detect the dust particles and chemicals that has been exhausted, released from the chimneys and everything. So what innovative strategies that is being adopted to control air pollution?
As we mentioned, here you are, Shazia.
No. You take up.
Jan, you can go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, as we mentioned that some technology can use some, for example, Internet things or some platforms, some sensoring companies, and you show the quality of air, and we can use some interdisciplinary measures to emerge them, for example, data analysis and electronical engineering to make some sensoring, for example, by using the accurate data analysis. And by this way, we can keep safe the employees in some place, and if or other internet things, look at the some employees or some facilities to check them repeatedly, and by machine learning platform or other models to find any mistakes or any failure exactly before we face with some dangerous incident.
Yes.
And,
Anthony, please
and
go ahead.
yeah, and adding up, as you were saying, yeah, environmental health and safety and health safety can start from crèche, like the kids. We can use toys to demonstrate, cartoons to demonstrate, so that they grow with it. We shouldn't wait till maybe they get to a teenage year that we need to, or maybe the fellow has to be an institution, but we can start it from crèche. We can like show them by cartoons, by books, reading, and all that, so that they can be environmental health and safety inclined. Thank you.
Akhtar Ali Khan, one of our attendees, has a valid point that safety starts from our houses, from short
Yeah.
circuit to gas leaking. All are hazards. We should be looking for it. So that's a very valid point. Thank you, Akhtar Ali Khan. And also we have another question from Abdul Rahman related to the various ways to reduce industrial pollution. Like one of the main challenges in industrial is the wastewater, water pollution, as we discussed, air pollution, and even land spills. So all these are industrial pollutions, and there are a lot of technologies that has been used right nowadays to control these waste. We are incorporating various sensors and like advanced softwares to controlling and monitoring the wastage. And mostly initiations are taken, activities are taken to recycle and reuse them, right? So Abdul Rahman, I hope the different methods that can be used for industrial pollutions, it will be based on what waste or what is a pollution agent and how we can control and monitor it. Antonio, Shazia, if you can add on it.
I would just love. Oh, okay, you go ahead when you finish.
I have some sentences about it, because IoT and sensors, when we talk about the wastage and waste management, so these two things is very important. We use Internet of Things and devices and sensors to monitor environmental conditions in real time. And these technologies help us temperature, humidity, and air quality in our offices, and ensuring a comfortable and healthy work environment. So, if we enhance this criteria in all our people. So that's why we take a good result now. And thank
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I will add up a little. I will talk about the dust pollution, the air pollution. In construction site, after let's say you upgrade maybe a road surface or maybe a place that a rail line is supposed to be lie down when to be laid, and maybe there are people around the environment. What you must indicate in your construction is you need to spill water. Water. You need to water the surface. If it's example, let's say a 30-kilometer railway or roadway, you need to make sure that, let's say in the morning, you need to water the surface to reduce the dust, because mind you, there are people around, and even if there's no people around, there are workers around that they can easily inhale this dust. So in a nutshell, there must be a watch turn maybe in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. And when it's a dry season, and you need to be doing it consistently so that people will not inhale that, because you're inhaling a dust also can cause chaos. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I,
We have a
I
question
can
from
add something.
Yes, Isan.
I can add something and go one step before them. And we can rely on scientific results by show the correlation between air pollution and some diseases, cardiovascular diseases, or other diseases, respiratory diseases. And based on them, we can change the policy to change the infrastructure or use some modern equipments to change the air pollution in that region by show scientific results about diseases among people.
Thank you, Isan. We have a question from Aisa. How about using MATLAB as a programming language for data analytics related to EHS hazards and data? So MATLAB is just a programming tool, Sia. So you can use, if you're an expert in data analytics codes in MATLAB, you can use that also if you have enough data. So thank you everyone for your patient listening. Thank you, my dear panelist members, Shazia, Anthony, and Izan, for answering all the questions of our learners and actively interacting with each other and providing us more insights and informations about the EHS and its importance and the practical applications. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patient listening.
Can I add a summary?
Thank you.
Yes, Anthony.
Can I?
Yes, Anthony, go ahead.
Okay, so with all the panelists and everybody who is involved in this webinar, I would like to say we should take our environmental health and safety seriously, because it's like right now, I and you, we are breathing, right? Right now, if I block my nose, what happens? I can't talk. I can easily pass out. And all is enhanced with health, environmental health and safety. Both our homes should be a priority. We should teach our kids, our friends about health and safety. Everywhere we find ourselves, let's educate ourselves so that the world will be a free, green, lovely place. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Is that
It was
Wonderful
nice.
message,
That's
Anthony.
nice.
Yeah.
Keeping both mental health and safety health and environment health. We hope our participants have taken this advice or request from Anthony. And I once again thank all our participants for actively participating and engaging with us. We hope that our session was very informative and inspiring. Thank you, everyone. Thank you once again. Bye-bye. Have a good day to everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Have a
Nice
great
meeting you
one.
all. Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.
Ajmal, you can end the